Hey guys, so I just got a new dash cam that is here the FiTCAMX. And this dash cam is produced for specific vehicles, so in this case this version here is for the Toyota Hilux. And you're going to see really quickly why that is important. Because if you have ever installed one of those regular dash cams in your vehicle before, then you know exactly how painful and complicated that is, because you have to deal with this awfully long power cord, which then also uses up one of your USB charging ports. And with the Dashcam X you simply just don't have that. All we have to do is replace the already existing plastic cover in the center here of your windshield with this new one, and this one contains the dash cam and just this little cable here, and then you already see also on the bottom you have some venting holes and then two buttons here and then a couple of status LEDs. So we see here facing the front of the vehicle, so directly the windshield is here, this little lens. So the windshield is going to be located right here, and then this lens is going to, or the camera here is going to point towards the front of the vehicle. You see here this little lens. Then we have one small power cord which is going to power our dash cam. We're going to see that later how that works. And then here on the side we have a micro SD card slot, and the Dashcam X already comes with the SD card, which is also really great because this is a 4K HDR camera, so this needs a really powerful SD card or micro SD card. And some other companies make you buy your own micro SD card to put into the camera, and if you happen to buy an SD card that is just too slow, then you're going to run into all kinds of issues. So here the Dashcam X really prevents that from happening. Okay, so now let's have a look at what other accessories this dashcam comes with. So this is in this little extra box here. So for one, we have here a micro SD card reader. So in case your computer doesn't have one of those and just has like the USB-C ports, and you just plug those in and then you can insert the SD card right in there to read out the data. And then here we have a little installation helper, like a little tool, prying tool to remove the existing plastic cover. And then here, very important part here, this is the harness adapter which provides the power to the dash cam. So this is really great to have. So you're going to plug this into your vehicle, and this has this little extra adapter here. There's a little plug here on the side that then connects to our dash cam, and that's how the Dashcam X prevents you from using up one of your USB ports, as well as having to install that really long cable. Okay, so now let's get right to it. So now we are here in my Toyota Hilux. Here we have the original plastic cover here right next to the rear view mirror. We're going to push this just down just a little bit. It's really easy. Actually don't need that removal tool that comes with it. And then we already see the inside here, and there we have this original existing harness plugged into that little device here, and we're just going to push on this little tiny tab to remove the connector here, and then we're going to plug that into the adapter harness, and then here this new plug we're going to plug right back into the device. So now we have to prepare just a little bit our dash cam. So you see you have these little red tabs on the original cover, and the Dashcam X does not come with those little plastic tabs, so we're going to remove those from the original cover, and then we're going to install those here on the Dashcam X. That's really easy to do, just stick them right on there. And now we of course have here the power cord. We're going to align the pins correctly. It has this little slot here on the side. You see this little line here, and that goes right in here. Just plug it right back together. Make sure it's really sitting really nice and tight. and it doesn't come apart in the future. And then we can already make sure to put everything here into that cover, all the wires. The cover is big enough to fit all of those wires relatively easy. Just stuff them right in there, and then we're going to just push the new Dashcam X here against the windshield and then upwards, and then it clicks into position. It's really easy to do, and then the installation is already completed. Let me show you really quickly here the difference in size. You see here the bottom part is a little bit bigger, so this part is where the camera is located and the lens is located. And you probably already noticed there's no display coming with this camera. And quite honestly, I'm glad about that, because all of the dash cams that I used to have in the past, the display was just rather bothering me, especially at night when the display is on and it's kind of shining in your face. Now let's have a look at the outside. So from the outside of the windshield, you notice you really cannot see the camera. So now, since we don't have a touchscreen display, how do we control the FiTCAMX? And that is really easy. Nowadays everybody has their own app. So there is a FiTCAMX app available for iPhone as well as for Android. And once we've installed that, all we have to do is here click on Add Camera, and this is going to search for the camera's own Wi-Fi network. It's really easy to connect. Simple password that we have to type in here. We can change that later on. And then we already have the camera running on our, in this case on our iPhone here. So you see the live video feed. And then of course we have here a couple of settings. So we can turn on the sound recording from inside of the vehicle. We can change the video resolution. That's how the video is going to be saved on our micro SD card. So I'm going to go the full 4K. Then the loop record options, I'm going to set this to 3 minutes. So each file that is being saved is going to be 3 minutes long. Some exposure compensation if you have a lot of light. Timestamp, of course, we want to have here. And here some driving collision sensing. So if the vehicle shakes in a specific pattern or intensity, then it's going to save this as a special file. Then if your dashcam comes with the parking monitoring, you can enable that. So in case somebody hits your vehicle while it's being parked, you can turn this. It can save that as well. And then a couple of other settings here for your Wi-Fi network and the SD card and the firmware version of the camera. Then we can also review the content of our micro SD card. So you see here the different categories of the files that have been saved there. So we have the general loop, the video loop, then snapshots, locked files that we want to keep, and then any parking incidents. So in this case, of course, I just installed the camera, so there's not much on there. Then we can also go here full screen on our phone just by moving it sideways. And then here we see a little bit of a live feed that I recorded. So this is not a recording, this is actually the live feed while we were driving, and I'm going to connect with my phone to the camera. And there's usually actually no delay between the what I see on the camera on my phone and what's happening in real life. Yeah, and that was already it here for this video, the FiTCAMX, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any more questions or comments, then please leave a message below.